Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside, it's Hill. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They feed him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
White 53. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Running inside, it's Morrow. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's a heat, and down he goes.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric, he is dynamic, he'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket, and when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Here comes the heat. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be.
Snags it and he's open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Russell. Bringing the heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball. But he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Got it. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Throwing Russell. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
That is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Working that wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrill. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
On the draw, it's Owens. Maybe some room here. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first down.
The Aggies getting set on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Morrow. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Reed to throw. That's caught. It's Horton. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Reed. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Keelan Russell. Snagged in the middle. It's Hill. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The kick is on its way. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. One final play before the end of the quarter. Might be changing the route. Running inside. It's Owens. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Gonna run it. It's Morrow. Finding some room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Caught behind the line. It's Morrow. At the 35, he's open. He's loose on the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. And oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Mack. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
It didn't look to me, guys, like the QB and his target were on the same page on that outbreaking route. I'm not sure if they both thought it was man or zone or what was happening, but I think that helped lead to the incompletion.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Mack. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Coaches preach all week about physicality. That is how you do it. That is how you put it on tape. That's how you show everybody in the locker room, everybody on the field. This is how our defense is going to be. Do not run the football because we will knock you senseless.
They'll go to the counter. Might have a chance. Stumbled to the ground.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Throwing Reed. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. The run inside. It's Morrow. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-league plays that I can be physical and really make him feel me. I think that'll always bode well in a fourth-quarter game.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. And if you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Running inside, it's Riley. Can't get him to the ground. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Reed on the play action. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Reed. With the catch, it's Horton. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The screen, he can go. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll take it himself. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrow. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high, but this is one of those areas situationally in a game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Makes it past the marker. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And this is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They'll run the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Now on the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. On the option. The pitch. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
How about that, man? 3rd and long. You know what I'm going to run? Let's see. Long pass. Go route. No, we're going to run the option and try to catch him off guard. And I think they do a little bit, but the defense does a nice job rallying and getting to the play and getting to the pitch man before he gets to the sticks.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Riley. Smashes ahead. Turning it on. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
I'll tell you, it's nice as a play caller when you know you don't have to call the perfect play. Even if it's not blocked properly, you know you've got guys like him who can make people miss.
And this whole offense gets energy from this guy because they love him, because he does that. He does the dirty work. Even if it's not blocked great, he'll make people miss, and he'll make huge plays for this offense.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
The keeper on the option. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Reed. The screen, he's got wheels. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeps it on the option. There's some room. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. The run inside. It's Morrill. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Play fake, Marcel Reed. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
In the gun, third down, Reed. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position. Takes it the other way. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. To the ground. He's got it again. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And now there will be no more timeouts for them to use the rest of the way. They'll try the run. Picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Here's Reed to throw. Makes the catch. It's Bussey. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the air, it's Reed. Good timing on the quick out.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Back to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. He might want another play. Now here's Reed. Finds his tight end. Across the 25. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Throwing Reed. Got his man out of the backfield. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Shakes off the defender. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The Aggies get it right back.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. I can't say I've seen this strategy before, but they're showing punt on first down. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Mack to throw for it on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Running inside. It's Riley. Got a little grass. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Calls his own number, and he'll be smacked to the ground. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Yeah, in this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. It's on target and complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires quickly, showing off the arm. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to...
Maybe a crease. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Caught. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. This quarterback part of their running game. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Reed. It's complete to the right. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass, it's Reed. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Fights off a defender. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. There's a crease. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They'll try to run for it. The OB stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play.
And a great job by this defense, knowing it's third and short, understanding the situation, playing very balanced with their RPO, coming up, tackling the running back, forcing the fourth down.
Texas A&M looking to convert on fourth here. He wants to change this route. He didn't get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and now they've got a chance to pull out the game.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Rides the option, he keeps it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And even though he gets tackled down in bounds with no timeouts, I think you have time here to clock it quickly and then get your field goal unit out there.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Austin Mack. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And with that incompletion, I know my head says, yeah, I want to go for this and I want to go get the dub, but I think the smart thing to do is kick the field goal, go into overtime, prove you're the better team in overtime, and resist that temptation that you want to go out and win it right now.
Wow, and with that field goal with so little time left here in the game, it looks like this thing's going to OT. You have to give that young guy so much credit. He had the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he's able to knock it through. We've still got some football left here, fellas.
Every play magnified in the 4th quarter, and you just get the thing tied up, and the kickoff goes out of bounds to give up field position. Reed. Lost one deep down the right side. Upstairs, he's got it. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. Four quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. We'll get it started here in overtime. Give to the running back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Man, you played the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game?
Maybe some room here.